Hey guys, we're going to be playing around with some more advanced editing today, how to use some of the tools we haven't really learned about yet. So I'm actually going to be working with this image first. So the tools we're going to be using live here in the Band-Aid tool section, spot healing, healing brush, patch tool, content aware. Um, and they're all a little bit more advanced in terms of removing things from an image that you might not want. So for example, in this image, if I had like a little piece of leaf or just, I don't know, maybe there was a little piece of trash or something and I didn't want it. I really like the photo, but that there's one thing about it I want to get out. That's where this comes in handy. I took a shot and maybe there's a garbage can or something like that. Now, the larger the thing you want to remove, the more complicated, right? Also, like the noisier the background, the more complicated. So if you want to remove something small from a fairly simple background, super easy peasy. But the larger or the more complex, then it takes a little bit more finesse. So don't get frustrated if you're trying something really challenging. So I'm going to start first with the patch tool. And here's how that works, guys. So if I have something that I don't like, I can select that and then replace it with pixels that I do. So like, let's say that I kind of didn't like that this little piece was right here. So I take it, I pick it up, right? And then I move it to desirable pixels. And that was a pretty simple one. So now it's gone. Okay. Super easy. But if it was larger, it might take me a couple of tries. So just remember that. So I'm going to step backward. Now, if I want to use the content aware, it's the opposite. So I'm going to deselect. So if I want to pick up desirable pixels, so things I do like, and then I can put that over the part that I don't. And I don't think I made it quite big enough, so I'd maybe have to do this in 2 steps, but you can see how it's already going to make a change for me. Okay. So that's pretty easy. But again, that was something really simple. So it only took me a couple tries. If it's something larger, I might take you a couple more tries. So again, patch tool, select what you don't like, content aware, select what you do like. And either way, you're going to have to move it. Okay, let's look at my other image. So a lot of times if I'm photographing people, although you can apply this to other things too, sometimes there's things that just aren't true to them. Like they have a really bad zit that day, or they have spot in their teeth, something that's not really like who they are. Or maybe even it's a scar they feel really self-conscious about, something like that. So this isn't exclusive to people, but this is one that I personally use more on people. But it's just kind of like there's a little tiny spot that we just kind of want to go away. So I'm going to use the spot healing brush tool. I haven't seen a huge difference between the two. I usually just use spot healing. So like, let's say that I like this person's freckles. I think they're beautiful. But let's say that instead of a freckle, this was acne. Okay. And they had a zit and we wanted to get rid of it. So I can just use my brush and I can adjust the size here if I need to. And I can just, oh shoot, I need to make sure I'm on the right layer. I'm not right now. Oops. Always make sure you're on the right layer. And I can just drag this across. You can see the gray, right? And I'm still a little laggy on my Chromebook, but in a second here, that should like clear and now it's gone. So again, the more complex the thing you're trying to get rid of, the larger the thing you're trying to get rid of, the harder. But something simple like that, super easy. So I hope that you can use that maybe in some of your best photographs that you really like and you're like, oh, I just wish I could change this. Or in your photo series where like, oh, maybe there was just something in the way, that you want to remove. So the better you get, the more complex the more complex things you can do with it. You can also use it to do weird things like patch tool. So I want to take my patch tool. I'm going to pick up that eye and oh no, now they don't have eyes. So you can also do weird stuff with it too, but I don't know. That's kind of getting into the weird Photoshop stuff. Anyway, so hopefully that's helpful to you and we're going to give that a try today.